she is, the beautiful Disney Cruise Line terminal here in Port Canaveral. You guys, I'm on the Disney Wish. That's Cinderella right there. And look, it's Lucifer. I get to see the bronze Lucifer. I don't know why I'm more excited about the evil cat than I am about the Cinderella, but let's face it, I mean, that's probably par for the course. I am here with a group of other agents, which is who you're seeing in the background, but right there. Right there, that is where the prince and princesses and fairy godmother come out. I am just tickled pink to be here. Let's take a quick perimeter tour of the Grand Hall, where you're going to find 1923, Roy Disney, and Walt Disney. This is a restaurant that is part of your rotational dining, and they have so many cool little memorabilia knickknacks in here. I'm also so excited that I got to see the stage for the Disney Wish before any other characters or guests came on board, so it was really cool being able to see it just lit up and beautiful. I mean, that white marble, the photos and video do not do it justice. The other thing I was so excited to be able to see was Cinderella. Look at how beautiful she is in bronze. And then, of course, they have Lucifer. And look, there's Jacques and Gus Gus. Attention to detail is something that Disney thrives at, so when you board this ship and you are in the Grand Hall, please do not forget to look up and really take in all of the amazing pieces of artistry that they have here. For instance, look at the pumpkins that's in the railing, and then if you happen to look at each of the chandeliers on the one for deck 3, that's a pumpkin. I love all of these little attention to detail and the different pieces that they put together. For instance, I'm sure that you're aware that this beautiful chandelier happens to be very symbolic of when Cinderella had her dress given to her by the fairy godmother. And that is true. But did you know that there are 5 stars? There's 4 points that's on the ceiling, and then of course the one right there at the tip of the chandelier. And those represent the current 5 ships at sea by Disney Cruise Line. And just in case you forgot it was the Wish, which is Cinderella's cruise ship, here is her glass slipper at the bottom of the grand staircase. I also have to say I really like the seating that they have here. It is just so elegant. And I also really like that they took the time and they painted the underside of the staircase. It really just ties everything together so beautifully. There's also other seating areas to the edges, which is perfect because the Grand Hall is also one of the entrances into the Oceaneer Club. And guess what? You're right, that is a slide that goes down to deck 2 into the Oceaneer Club. So you'll be able to check your kids in right here in the Grand Hall. They'll take the slide down to deck 2. To the right of the stage, if you are looking at it, you are going to see a small board with events for the day, and you're also going to find Enchanted Castle jewels. So if you are planning on celebrating and getting yourself something special to commemorate, this would be a great place to go and get a nice piece of jewelry. Right next to Enchanted Castle jewels is the Royal Regalia. Now this is where you're going to find luxury handbags of all shapes and sizes. So if you're looking for something, definitely make sure that you go shopping while you're here. Now it's time to step into the marsh at the Bayou, which is located just behind the Grand Hall. And let me tell you, this is an absolutely beautiful lounge that they have here on the Disney Wish. I mean, look at the ceiling overhead with the beautiful flowers, the greenery, the touches of elegance. I mean, check out Prince Naveen and Tiana as frogs captured in bronze. It is just so beautiful here at this lounge. Now, your kids are going to be able to check this out with you during the day, but after a certain time it does become adult only, so make sure that you keep that in mind. You're going to be able to get some amazing cocktails, maybe a specialty coffee, and of course you gotta have some beignets while you're here, subject to availability obviously. Now, I have to say, I'm low-key obsessed with that lily pad light fixture. Disney, where can I find one of those? Or, you know what, I'll just take the whole lounge. The thing I was most excited about when I found out I was going to go on the Disney Wish was checking out the Hyperspace Lounge. Inspired by luxury star cruisers like Dryden's Vos ship in Solo, a Star Wars story, you can really see how Disney Imagineers took this space to the next level. And let me tell you, it's just incredible. I know I can't wait to get on board, get to watch this screen go back and forth because we're jumping from galaxy to galaxy, see what other worlds are out there, have a beautiful and lovely Tatooine or Coruscant, and just have a great time in here. Now, I will say the only very small complaint I have with this space is it is small and it will be at capacity, which is why they have that time limit on here. So if you are claustrophobic, either very beginning of the day or at the end of the night when they are serving might be the best time to come in here and check it out. Nightingale's is the third lounge that we are checking out here on Deck 3 by the Grand Hall, and let me tell you, this particular lounge is really interesting to me. It is tiny, but it really brings back that classic storytelling that Disney was so known for when he created Cinderella all the way back in the 1950s. From the music notes, and it's a champagne bar, so you've got the little bubblies going. You have these beautiful crown moldings on the ceilings because, I mean, who thinks to decorate the ceilings? And then you have this beautiful music note with the globe in the middle signifying those champagne bubbles. So just absolutely beautiful original artist renderings from when they originally started drawing out Cinderella. And I just love all of the details here. Even if it is tiny, it is adults only, it is so worth coming and checking this one out. They even have a bronze nightingale, or if you want to be adventurous, get yourself the nightingale drink because it's served within a glass bird, and it is really unique and beautiful and well worth trying at least once. Now it's time for us to take a step back and go to 1923. The restaurant, not the actual date. Now, there are actually 2 dining rooms that consist within the 1923 brand and portfolio. There is the Roy Disney, which you are seeing right here. We are not touring that one today. It is a mirror image of the Walt Disney one, which we will see in a moment. Now, as you can see, there is all kinds of animation history, prints, art, sculptures, all kinds of things sitting outside of the 1923 restaurant. And that is because this is an homage to all of the animation of the Disney company from 1923 when it was founded. So I really love all of the hidden details that they have here if you are a Disney buff, not just a Disney park buff. Now, 1923 Walt Disney side, as you can see, very, very elegant, very 1920s. Really love the white tablecloths, the mismatched chairs, all of the animations and drawings that you're going to see here signifying Disney through the decades and how they became this big powerhouse within our media developments. Now, talking about all of the animation props and the different things that they have here doesn't really help so much if the food isn't great, but let me tell you, this restaurant has some fantastic dining options available to you. Everything is California cuisine because they are infusing cultural flavors throughout the Golden State, because that is where the Walt Disney Company originally was founded, in Southern California. I also really love that this particular restaurant is part of the rotational dining, so you will have an opportunity to eat here during your cruise, which I think is fantastic because most of the time these types of restaurants cost a little extra. Let's take one last look at Lucifer and look at little Jacques and Gus. Hi guys! Love these touches. I also check out this wish on the floor. Just beautiful, beautiful tile work, handiwork. They also have different prints throughout the ship. Like for instance, this one, it's all of the Disney characters hanging out, having a good time on the Disney Wish. It's a really unique and fun concept, and also gives you an idea of where things are within the ship. Another shop here is Three Wishes, which is a watch shop. So if you are looking for a high-end watch on your cruise, check it out. Preludes is the little snack bar where you can get cookies, candy, cocktails, different things before you go into the Walt Disney Theater. Now, the Walt Disney Theater is located in the bow of Deck 3, so Grand Hall, keep going forward, you'll find it. The Disney Wish has an absolutely beautiful theater here, and this is where you're going to find your Broadway-style shows, and it's going to be a different show every single night, so you're going to want to make sure that you're here. Now, they do handle their shows a little differently than other cruise lines in the sense of each of their shows, yes, it's going to be a different show every night, but it's also based off of your rotational dining. So if you have an early time in order to have dining, you're going to be able to watch the later show. If you have a later dining time, you're going to be able to watch the early show. So that way they do not have to have any kind of reservation system in place to make sure that they have seating. There is always going to be availability for you and your family to be able to come in and watch the shows. Now, I will say, if you are wanting a particular section or looking for something in particular, get here about 20 minutes early so that you can kind of pick and choose your seat a little bit more, because the theater does fill up. And isn't it just an absolutely beautiful, check out that seashell. They project images on that. It's just stunning. And of course, I am becoming obsessed with the floors on the Disney Wish. Check out all of this beautiful marble and tile. And that's going to conclude our Deck 3 tour. I know, it's only one deck. But before I go any further, you see this green carpet? Green means that you're in the forward of the ship. Blue means that you are in the back of the ship. Now, how is that for some Disney Imagineering to help keep track of where you are? Okay, we've officially made it to Deck 11, and I just love the Moana artwork here by the elevators. We are going to check out inside Stateroom 11519. That queen bed does not convert, it will stay a queen. You also have an upper bunk that you can pull down, and the sofa will become a bed also, so this room will sleep 4, believe it or not. You do have your TV, your little sitting area if you want to do your makeup, and then check out the bathroom. This is actually a really big bathroom for an inside stateroom. Next is going to be cabin 11020. This is a deluxe family ocean view with veranda. Look at the extra closet space you have. Of course, you have another TV in this one. All of them are going to have that. The queen bed does not convert. It stays a queen, but you can convert that sofa into a twin. You also have this lovely veranda if you would choose to go out there and enjoy that with those chairs. I know I would. There is also another bunk that comes down, so you can sleep 4 or 5, and it is a connecting room. You can see that connecting door to the right of the vanity area. There's also just fun little touches here. Really enjoy these. I think it is so nice they have all of the modern amenities. And then here is the bathroom. So this bathroom has a sink, and then it has your half tub and shower. And then what's really interesting about Disney that I really love is the toilet with a separate sink is behind a second door. So you almost have 2 bathrooms. Just a nice little touch. And then I had to include this. Isn't this beautiful? One of the light fixtures in the stateroom hallways. As a heads up, you can request a diaper genie. And now it's time for us to head up to deck 12. And I am so excited because the keys on this carpeting signifies that we are about to go into the Concierge Lounge. Now, the Concierge Lounge on the Disney Wish is actually over 2 floors. You'll actually go up to deck 13 too. The main section of it is on deck 12, and this is where you're going to have your complimentary coffees. You'll be able to get alcohol in the evening. You have this beautiful sun deck to be able to enjoy concierge only. Lovely light fixtures. Is that a Mickey? And of course, you also have a TV where the kiddos can watch some TV while you are getting a drink or enjoying some hors d'oeuvres, light bites, whatever it is that your heart desires. I also really like that they have all of these little pockets. So this is a 4-top here. You've got other areas where you can sit without a table if you just want to relax and have a quieter space, because you are only able to access this if you are concierge. They do offer food items, and you can wash your hands here. And then they do have a specialty coffee maker, which I thought was really interesting, as well as a beverage cooler with different snacks. And then they will serve different foods throughout the day if you would like to come here rather than Marceline Market to grab yourself a light bite. Now, that is to say that you don't want to go to Marceline Market at least once. Keep watching the video to find out why. Next to the digital board for the Concierge Lounge, they do have some merchandise pieces available. Really lovely pieces of jewelry. I mean, let's face it, I would probably buy something from here because it feels so exclusive. Now I think it's time that we go ahead and we take the stairs inside the Concierge Lounge up to deck 13 because we're going to explore the Concierge pool deck. Now let me tell you, this is the reason why I would book a concierge room. I mean, besides the fact concierge cabins are amazing, but also check out the sun loungers that you have here. Look at the space and the privacy overlooking, right now Port Canaveral, but could you imagine? We're on the front of the ship. You could look out at it on a sea day and it could be nothing but blue ocean. How amazing is that? You've also got the 2 hot tubs. You have the little swimming area right there to be able to cool off. You also have the little bit of shade provided here, which I think is so nice. Plenty of seating areas that your entire family can enjoy. And then another thing I really like is the Mom and Me. They do have different suntan products or sun protection products. Really like that they do that, and that they have the showers right here on either side. There are 2 on this pool deck so that you can shower off before maybe going downstairs and grabbing a light bite to eat down in the Concierge Lounge. Now let's go ahead and check out some of those concierge class cabins. And oh my goodness, pinch me, we're getting ready to go into the Briar Rose Royal Suite. It's room 13500, and this is one of 2 of the Concierge 2-story Royal Suite with veranda staterooms. And let me tell you, this room is incredible. This first bathroom, as soon as you walk in, is one of 3 bathrooms that they have on this particular cabin. Look how beautiful it is. You also have a fully appointed living area, which spans 2 decks. Look at the space in here. You also have a full-size dining table with, of course, the Aurora accents. Love that. This happens to be the main floor bedroom area, and I just love all of the touches. Look how beautiful that little vanity is in the corner. You also have wonderful views if you wanted to be able to go out onto a small private deck, be able to enjoy yourself, you can do that. This room also happens to have its own private bathroom, and I'm telling you what, guys, I think this is bigger than the bathroom in my house. Look at that amazing shower that they have. There's the toilet over in the corner. Absolutely beautiful marble. I love the gold accents. They've really thought of everything and have brought it so elevated. And you have a very small, by comparison, closet area. I know, I'm obsessed with the floors on the Wish, but beautiful floors, beautiful spiral staircase, and I'm telling you what, this second bedroom is so beautiful with that little sitting area over in the corner, but the real reason you want to snag the second floor room is because of this bathroom. Look at the floor-to-ceiling windows. You have that beautiful rainfall shower right there. You do have a small toilet closeted away, so yes, you're going to be able to do everything you need to do up here. But let me tell you, if you stay in the Briar Suite and you do not spend your entire time in this bathroom, I don't know what's wrong with you, because look at the tub, look at the space. I would live here. Sadly, I was told that it's already been booked for the sailing, so I can't stay here. So let's go ahead and take one last look at this beautiful spiral staircase and make our way back out of this cabin. Absolutely in love. The Briar Rose Suite really does meet all expectations. Check it out. I did manage to find a Moana-inspired light fixture. Isn't it beautiful? I also have to say I'm so impressed by the little details, all of the artwork that they have in the hallways, and even the elevator banks are just so elegant. Also, take special note of that green carpet. We're in the forward of the ship. And for those of you that are keeping track, that does conclude our cabin tours for this video, but we have a lot more to show you, so stay tuned. Including this beautiful tapestry, we are actually heading back down to deck 12 because it's time to go outside and see what we can find. And just like that, here's the Toy Story Splash Zone. This was probably my most anticipated thing that I wanted to see because I know that Nick would go absolutely nuts being able to play here in this splash zone. I also really like that it's covered because, let's face it, having a kid with a sunburn, not a whole lot of fun. They also have Trixie's Falls right over here. This is another fun little splash pad area for the kiddos. And then Slidosaurus Rex. I mean, you know he's the funnest dino in the tub. Glad that they have this here. And I also really like that they have these showers here so you can shower your kids off before you decide to go back inside. And here's one last look at the Toy Story Splash Zone because, of course, wouldn't be complete without seeing Bo Peep. Don't forget to take that obligatory selfie with the Disney Cruise funnel. Love that they have this here. I'm also so excited that I get to show you the pool deck without a ton of people in it. I mean, how often have you seen a Disney Cruise Line cruise deck like this? I think it is absolutely amazing and gives you an idea of just how much space there really is. Now, you're going to be able to find loungers all over the place. Don't save them. You're not allowed to do that. You're going to find what you're looking for. Check this out. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? We were just standing underneath of that screen. Now I'm able to get a little bit closer look at the pools, and I love how they're tiered, so there's going to be plenty of space for all of us to be able to enjoy the pool. And then if we're doing a show, it's tiered again, so you're going to be able to see. I really like how they've thought of all of these things so that families can really enjoy themselves. Now this happens to be the Donald pool. Now across the way is the Goofy's pool. Thought that was really, really cute and really like that they have it set up this way. And of course you're going to be seeing people on the Aqua Mouse going around while you're enjoying the water. Another thing I wanted to point out is right here is where they will actually pull the deck over onto Donald's pool and Goofy's pool so that they create more deck space during parties. Disney really has thought of everything, don't you think so? Here's one last look at Donald's pool, which will be opening shortly as guests begin to arrive. And like I said before, there are plenty of loungers. You're going to be able to see that screen from almost any seat in the house, which I really appreciate. And I'm also super excited that they do have the outdoor showers here too. Make your kids shower off before heading back to the room. Okay, we're officially a part of the adults, 18 and older. I really like this section up here. It is so beautiful. You're not going to feel completely secluded because you do have the Aqua Mouse going over top, but I kind of think that's a fun thing. So you're going to get to watch the Aqua Mouse and maybe watch a movie while you're up here without kids. Very cool. We are headed over towards the Cove Cafe and Bar. If the kiddos are upset that they can't enjoy the adult-only section up here, get them on the Aqua Mouse. They'll be able to see a little bit of it and realize that it's all good. I do love the Quiet Cove Whirlpool Spa that they have right here, though. They also got the shower. Beautiful. Plenty of loungers, which look so comfortable. Oh my gosh. More outside spaces. Of course, us adults get to have some fun in the sun too, so let's check out the panorama and bench pools that they have back here in the Cove. So here is the bench pool. So beautiful and tranquil. And here is the panorama pool on the aft. Wow. That is amazing. Who doesn't love a little infinity action while you're at sea? Also the Cove Bar, which is currently closed. Beautiful. And the other bench pool. Right around the corner is Cove Cafe, and let me tell you, this is so great because it's adults only in the adults only section. It has air conditioning and it has really yummy cocktails, so definitely one of my favorites so far. I also really like all of the little Moana touches here. I think it is so cute. I also want to make sure that everybody knows this is not a very large space, so it is in the adult-only section of the ship, one of them, so it isn't going to be very crowded to begin with. The other thing I thought was really cool is they do have these iPads so that you can order from an iPad. Now, let's go do the next thing. Welcome to the Hero Zone. Now this is where you're going to be able to do all kinds of free play sports such as giant checkers, beanbag toss, you've got a half basketball court over there, also some ping pong over in the corner underneath, and then they also have several foosball tables across this upper area, which I thought was really fun. So this is also going to be the home of the Incredigames. So if you have ever seen any TikToks or anything, people playing different games on these giant inflatables themed after the Incredibles, this is the space that is going to be located. So definitely make sure that you check this space out on your next cruise because there's going to be tons of things for you to do. You can even play Connect 4 with your kiddo if you wanted to. And if you happen to have a little Jack on your hands, make sure that you do the incredible diaper dash and send me photos and video because I think that would be the coolest thing ever. Wish I had known about it when Nick was teeny tiny. Now, just outside of the Hero Zone is the Hideaway. Now, this is unique to Disney Wish and hopefully the newer ships coming along, but this is actually a great hideaway section for your older teens, young adults, up to 20 years old can enjoy this space when it is not opened up as it is right now for our tour with the Vibe. So it's very interesting that they can have both of these open up, so it's one large space for all of our teenagers ages 14 to 17, or it's just for the older teenagers and young adults. This section over here is actually the Vibe, and can't you tell, it is quite the vibe. It has all kinds of fun things for your teenager to do. There are plenty of accent walls for photos, lots of TVs with PlayStations and Nintendos and different things for them to be able to play video games while they're on board. Also a foosball table and plenty of floor-to-ceiling glass windows so that they can check out the ocean or whatever else happens to be going on while they are cruising with you. So lots of things for them to be able to see, and I definitely really like that they have this space right off of the pool deck and also the Hero Zone. So definitely going to be plenty of things for your kiddo to do. I mean, they can even sit here and play some board games with their new friends that they've made on the ship. And just to give you guys another heads up, the Hideaway does have its own separate entrance for when it is separated off, or they can go to the Vibe, which has its entrance here. Now, just in case you guys had forgotten, yes, we are still on deck 12. Can you believe it? We are going to check out the Rose, which happens to be an absolutely beautiful nightclub and lounge. And as you can see, everything is geared towards the new Emma Watson version of Beauty and the Beast. And I really like the artwork and I really enjoyed the story. I know not everybody is a fan of the remake, but I loved it. I thought it was so great. I loved Mrs. Potts, even if she was a little creepy. And I really, really like this rose that they have here because it's actually made from the story. Here is a nice overlook. As you can see, Disney has really done a good job using those floor-to-ceiling windows so that you can look out and look at all of these beautiful spaces where you can have a nice drink right before your meal. Look at the ceilings, like they decorate the ceilings, like how many cruise ships do that? And here is another look at that beautiful plush bar seating. Perfection. Now it is the time that I have been waiting for. I get to go into Palo Steakhouse. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar, Palo is an adult exclusive restaurant featuring Italian fare in a very intimate setting. So if you are celebrating an anniversary, or maybe you got married and you're wanting to enjoy a really nice meal and celebrate with your loved one, this is the restaurant that you come to. Now, even better than the dinner, because I can't believe I'm even saying that, because an Italian dinner, I mean, if you know, you know. Check this place out for brunch, because let me tell you, the brunch offerings that they have here are absolutely phenomenal, and they are well worth coming here and having a fantastic dinner. Yes, you're going to have to pay for it because it is an a la carte kind of deal. It's not part of the rotational dining. But do yourself a favor if you're celebrating and come check out Palo Steakhouse. Now, if French-inspired cuisine is what you're in for, you definitely want to come check out Enchanté by Chef Arnaud Lamont. I do apologize if I pronounced your name incorrectly, Chef. I did my best. This is an absolutely beautiful restaurant. I cannot believe that this is on a cruise ship. It is very much themed to Beauty and the Beast. They have lovely touches both from the live action remake and the original. Really, really enjoyed the table settings here. Those are actually menu holders. I thought that was interesting. They have these beautiful table setups so that you can look out over the ocean while you're enjoying your wonderful meal. They also happen to serve lunch and dinner. So if you are thinking about maybe coming and checking it out, but you don't want to miss out on your rotational dining, come here for some lunch, because I'm sure it is going to be just as divine as if you were to have had your dinner here. Definitely another one of those places if you have a very special celebration with your significant other. this might be a really great one to check out. And it's exclusive to the Wish and soon the Treasure. I'm telling you what, guys, touring these a la carte restaurants has me starving. So let's go ahead and check out the Marceline Market. This is actually their answer to a food court or a buffet style that you might see on other cruise lines. And it's really interesting how they've done it. The first thing is they do have these wonderful hand washing stations up front. Wash your hands before you even go and you start picking up your food. I love that. No more crowding the bathroom just to wash your hands. As you can see, they have a really nice carving station and pastas. You can ask for specialty things in them, a charcuterie board. Also some breads. You've got all of these really unique and fun different pieces of history and things that they have within here to really tie in Marceline, Missouri, which is actually the birthplace of Walt Disney and Roy Disney. Thought that was a fun little fact. And like I said, they also have 10 different kinds of food stands. So if you're wanting to try something a little bit different, not sure if you're going to like it or not, this is a really great chance to do that. Now, I do want to make sure that everybody knows that this is only going to be available for breakfast and for lunch, because you are going to have your rotational dining options for dinner in the other restaurants. So this is only going to be open. Breakfast is roughly 7 to 10:45 a.m. and then your lunch is served from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Obviously, make sure that you're paying attention during your sailing to see when the actual times are going to be, because those can vary slightly. But I mean, doesn't all of this food look absolutely amazing? I mean, those shrimp, yep, I'm going to be having some of that. And of course, you know that I have to find the dessert bar. And this one definitely didn't disappoint. It was really, really yummy. They even had, I mean, check this out, creme brulee. I mean, come on now. I thought that was amazing. I also really like all of the little set pieces that they have, like for instance, those flowers on the ceiling as lights. I mean, come on, who thinks of something like that? So very, very cool to be able to see that. And as you can see here, there is plenty of seating inside and outside for you to be able to seat. So this is my lunch. Yes, I know it's a lot. I know I got 3 plates, I'm a plate goblin. But that is the sliced beef, tenderloin, some mashed potatoes, a Parmesan roll, the infamous chicken tenders. You know, I had to get myself a charcuterie, and then peel and eat shrimp, steamed shrimp with sweet bell peppers, and sweet potato fries. Just a few of the selections. There's many, many more over at Marceline Market. Let me tell you something, lunch did not disappoint. When you get on the ship, check out the sweet potato fries. I hate to say it, I think that was my favorite. But now, I think it's time that we go and we check out some sweets. What do you think? Oh my goodness, it's Joy! I am so excited to be inside of Riley's headquarters here at Disney Wish, which is better known as Inside Out Joyful Sweets. I really thought that this was a cool concept. It is additional charge candies and ice creams and things like that, but everything is so cute and so much fun. I really like that you can come in here and you can have these really fun and unique treats with your kiddos. You can come check out the characters. I mean, who doesn't want to see anger and fear as they're doing something to the memory orbs? They also have these delicious macarons, and then if you see the different orbs they have there, joy is lemon, sadness is blueberry, disgust is pistachio, anger red velvet, and fear is bubble gum. I thought that was very interesting how they managed to do that. Here's some other treats that you can purchase, and I just absolutely love, like, there's Disgust herself, the fashion icon. Oh my goodness, I love that you can get these photos with these characters, and they're larger than life and amazing. Check out the memory orbs over here, and of course, you have to talk about Miss Sadness and make sure that you get a photo with Sadness. I mean, she needs a little more joy in her life. So check out Joyful Sweets when you board. Back on the pool deck, I wanted to show you really quickly, this is where you're going to be able to get your drinks. Sodas are free, as are several of your basic coffees. This is where you can rinse out your mugs if you happen to have a mug with you that you want to rinse out. You can also get your cocktails and such here as well. This is also where you're going to be able to find these little kiosks like Sweet Minnie's Ice Cream or maybe Goofy's Grill. You just want a hot dog and hamburger for your lunch. Pizza pies, maybe. I know that Nick is going to want to eat here almost exclusively. There's also Donald's Cantina, which I heard has very good tacos. And then they also have condiments bars set up on the sides of these different areas so that you can get yourself some food, all right around the pool. Now it's time to check out Sensa's Spa, which is located on Deck 5 of the Disney Wish. And let me tell you, this spa is absolutely breathtaking. I mean, the scents, the views, everything was just immaculate. I really enjoyed being able to tour this particular spa. One thing I thought was really interesting is how much nature was brought into this particular spa. I really liked that. I also loved all of like the rainfall showers that they had, the heated ceramic beds. Oh, those were perfection. I'm telling you what, if I had laid down on one, you wouldn't have seen me. This is really interesting. This is their ice room, which is new to the Disney Wish. You can also go ahead and sit here in those lovely benches with the water below. And here is their heating room also. So they have a little bit of everything here that is available for you if you choose to enjoy or indulge in anything inside. But then they also have this outdoor area, which is just breathtaking. I know I've said that a million times on this video, but look at how wonderful it is. It's so lush and green, even though there isn't actually a ton of greenery out here. You have these really nice loungers where you can kind of just relax and chill. And even though there is a walking path on the top around, it's done so well that people aren't going to be able to really look down in and see you unless they know that it's there and they're trying to look over that railing. They do have 2 of these whirlpool spas, so definitely take advantage of those while you are here in the Sensa Spa. And some other rainforest information. Now this one, oh my goodness, I loved this. So you have this whirlpool spa here. Love that. It's inside. It's nice and calm, a little on the dark side, but that's okay because this is also where you can go in and you can do a couples massage. Let me tell you, that just won me over right there, being able to reserve all of that just to have a nice little afternoon with your significant other. They also have Sensa's Fitness here within the Sensa Spa, and let me tell you something. If I could go into this gym every single day, I would probably work out more. Let's be honest, that is not something I am very good at when we are on vacation, and then getting back into it when we come back from our trips is really hard for me. But look at all of the different pieces of equipment that they have. If you cannot complete your workout regimen while you are on this ship because of an equipment issue, then you just need to quit, because I swear they have more stuff than my local Planet Fitness does. It's amazing. They also happen to have this room where they will do cycle fitness classes. I thought that was really interesting. If that's not for you, they do have the ellipticals, which I absolutely hate, and there are also some bicycles as well. So lots of things for you to be able to do so that you can get your fitness on. Enough health and fitness, it's time to check out the Keg and Compass. And let me tell you, this swashbuckling style of a lounge is so cool. It's inspired by the 1800s Norwegian sailor's map, and you're going to find interesting nods of certain characters, and obviously there's a lot of brass and old leather, and it's just a very cool and unique space. Now, when you are in here, see how many characters you can find that are themed around the sea, such as Ariel right there, but also make sure that you look up because you may not want to miss this. It's the Seafarer's World Map. How cool is it that that's up there? Just outside of Keg and Compass is Luna, which is a whimsical 2-story lounge in the evening and then a family fun destination during the day. Let me tell you, this venue is so beautiful. I didn't expect to love it as much as I do. And it's no wonder because it is inspired by the Pixar short, La Luna. Now, we didn't get an opportunity to check out Triton Lounge. There was an event that was going on while we were going through, so we didn't get to check it out. But we did go back to the Grand Hall and look at Cinderella and her Prince Charming. Isn't that lovely? Of course, we had to get another couple glimpses of that beautiful chandelier and them waving at all of the guests that are now boarding the Disney Wish. Oh my goodness! Whoa. Oh, sorry. She's like, I'm so sorry. No, you're fine. Hello, Miss Minnie. Oh, yeah. You got it. Love it, girl. Keep going. Woo! And that is why you're our captain. Oh, my goodness. There is nothing like Disney pixie dust. And speaking of which, do you happen to see the sword in the stone? It's pointing right to the Enchanted Sword Cafe, where you can get yourself specialty coffees and pastries. I also wanted to point out these photo frames. If you have your photo package, this is where you can look up everything and make sure you have what you need. Edge is the perfect hangout for cruisers ages 11 to 14. This is going to be the mecca for any of those preteen, tween that you have traveling with you. Definitely send them here and let them have a good time with friends. Now it's time to check out Arendelle, and let me tell you, this frozen dining adventure is such a unique venue. I really enjoyed all of the touches. I loved being able to look at Anna and Elsa as little ones, and then some of the other characters. I mean, they even put the snowflakes on the etched glass windows. I mean, just love all of the details that they have done here. There, of course, is Elsa and Anna, and then he is actually in Frozen 2. I don't remember his name, but I remember him being in it. I also really liked how they changed things and had the beautiful motifs of Arendelle, and then, of course, you have to have the bronze busts of Anna and Elsa. Now here is the dining venue. Now I will say this is way tighter than what I had thought it was going to be, so it is a much more intimate setting. If that is going to be a problem for you and your family, please make sure that you talk to your servers before you end up coming here for your rotational dining, because I can see where this could become a little bit of a problem if you have somebody who is claustrophobic or maybe is just not as great with other people or kids. I know Nick would get stressed out because of having everybody up on him and not really having an escape route, for lack of a better term. Here's a couple of other things that they had in here. I just love all of the details that they have, and this has actually felt like one of the larger dining venues that they had, even though it really isn't. So definitely thought it was really fun and really cool. So glad that we got to see it today. Heading down the stairs, and I just had to show you guys this print. Oh, now we are on deck 4, and I got to tour the new Marvel Superhero Dining. Unfortunately, it wasn't show ready, so I can't show anything here, but it's cool. Now we're going to go into Hook's Barbary, and let me tell you, I thought this was a really cool concept. I'm seeing more and more cruise ships and specialty places doing this. There's all kinds of fun little knickknacks. Your husband or your kids or whoever it is that's with you that wants to check out the Barbary can come in here. They can have a really classic, fun time and do something that is a little bit different from what you would normally expect when you are on a cruise ship. Love all the little Hook and Peter Pan details in here too. Now don't worry, if you got a little girl with you, you're going to be able to go to the Tangled Salon and you're going to be able to have that lovely little mini spa day. Get your hair done, maybe your nails, see what else you may want to do while you are here. But definitely make sure that you check both of these out if you have a little prince or princess with you on your next ship sailing.
It's time for us to welcome you to the Disney Wish. I am Lord Leopold, one of the fairy tale players here in the Grand Hall. Hello, everyone. Do you see that wishing star right there? It's powered by the wishes you hold in your heart. Raise up your fingers. Is it all these hands and hearts come together to make the very first wish? That's when the magic truly begins. So, on the count of 3, wish for enchantment and pull out wishes do come true. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wishes do come true. My goodness, that works like a wish come true. Oh, Cinderella and Prince Charming, good to see you. It is time to send you all on your way. But do come back to play. There's burn for enchantment every day. Ta-ta!
Well, with a wish like that, you know we've got to go into Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique now. And let me tell you, this is actually my first experience being in one of these because I have 4 boys and they've never wanted to dress up as Prince Charming or Prince Eric. So this was so special to me, being able to see this beautiful little venue that they have here for princes and princesses to be able to dress up as their favorite characters and really feel like they are a prince or a princess. And I do want to make sure that us parents know that this is an additional charge and reservations are highly recommended. So make sure that you do that so that you can make your little prince or princess's dreams come true right here in Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique. I am also thoroughly convinced that magic still exists here on the Disney Wish. I mean, look at Rapunzel and Flynn Rider and Goofy, and also I really love all of these tapestries. I didn't even realize they were a thing, but now I want one for my own house. Disney, how do you do this to me? I am so excited to be checking out the Wonderland Cinema. I am very partial to Alice in Wonderland and that silly Cheshire Cat, so it was very cool to be able to come in here and see how they reimagined it. They were also showing Wish, which was brand new when I got on the ship, so it was really cool seeing that. Fun tip, make sure that you take your kids here to see some shows that may be in theaters. Now, as a heads up, this is one of 2. There is also the Neverland Cinema, which is literally just across the way, so you can see shows from 2 different cinemas. Guys, we get to check out the Oceaneer Club. I am so excited. A couple of housekeeping rules, just so that you know. I am not showing everything because I want to be respectful. This is an open house where guests that are actually cruising this particular sailing are going to be in there with me. And as a heads up, generally speaking, the age is 3 to 10, but they do offer open houses throughout the sailing, and your older kiddos could come in here, or you can come in with your kids during that time. Now, first up is the Marvel Superhero Academy. Young recruits can train and be the next generation of superheroes. They can put on the suits and they can test their skills in virtual battles, or they can just enjoy the ambience and the different props and such that they have here, like some test tubes from PIMS testing. So, don't know if I necessarily want my kid getting around that. Don't need him being any larger than he already is. He's a little giant. I also love all of the costumes that they have in here. I thought this was really cool. And of course, make sure you get that photo with your kiddos right here. Now we're going to go ahead and check out the next section, but this hallway that connects all of the different sections of Oceaneers Club is so unique and special to me. I kind of feel like I just stepped back into Art of Animation. What do you guys think? Now we're going to go into Star Wars Cargo Bay, and let me tell you, this place is so cool. They have some really interesting things that the kiddos can play and do things with that I wanted to sit down and play all day. I mean, let's be honest, I thought it was really neat. I also thought it was really cool that they had different creatures from different galaxies in here also, so maybe they're going to be able to help take care of some of these fun and unique creatures. I know that would be something I would want to do. I also have these little nooks and crannies and all these different little things that you can do throughout this section. So definitely a lot of fun. I'm glad that they have this section in here. And oh my gosh, it's a Borg! Now, your kiddos do need to be fully potty trained, and here is the bathroom area right in the middle of it all, and then their hand washing stations. So don't worry, your kiddos are going to be well taken care of by the counselors here. Now I see a Cheshire cat. I think it's time that we go up and go down the slide. Oh my goodness. Guys, I just did that slide. You're seeing it right now. Oh my gosh, that is so much fun. Less than 5 seconds, but do it on your embarkation day. Now I have stumbled into Fairy Tale Hall, and let me tell you, this is so cute. This section is part of the Frozen Arendelle area. There is also, this happens to be Rapunzel's little art studio, and then over here I believe is Belle's library, so a little bit of something fun for all the kiddos. Now Walt Disney Imagineering Lab, now this is cool because creative minds behind Disney theme parks and cruise ships have created these different hands-on activities that kiddos can take advantage of while they are on board, and let me tell you, I would be more than happy to do a class in here because I thought it was so neat seeing the different things like this Figment, oh my gosh, like he's one of our favorites, and other different things that they have in here. Mickey and Minnie's Captain's Deck is dedicated to the youngest sailors of the Oceaneer Club. Definitely a lot of more hands-on things that the kids are going to be able to run around and play on, and things that'll also be safe if they happen to fall on them a little bit, because I mean, I know Nick is still a klutz at 7, so really fun things in here. I thought this was a lot of fun, and Mickey and Minnie actually come in here and play with the kids from time to time while you're sailing, so they're going to get a little bit more one-on-one action with the 2 biggest mice in theme park history. So I thought that was a really fun thing that they're doing, and I know I want to come in here and play. And last but not least, it's a Small World nursery. Let me tell you, I absolutely loved this space. They have a decompression area, a nap room, and a playroom, which is where we are in right now. And I really like all of the bright colors. I know that Small World is not everybody's favorite, but it's definitely the perfect theme for a nursery. And oh look, there's Aladdin and Jasmine, and there's even a train. Well guys, sadly I am off the boat. They told me I couldn't stay. But I had a fantastic time aboard the Disney Wish. I got to see so many cool things. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it sparked that interest. Reach out to me. I would love to get you on this ship or one of her sister ships. Just let me know. I am more than happy to talk your ear off about it. So make sure that you reach out to me. And are you guys ready for your next Plum Crazy adventure? Because I can't wait to get you on the Disney Wish, because wishes do really come true.